Good morning, sweeties. Ramadan Kareem to you all. Hope you are doing well. Today's class is going to be revision. This week we will start the revision before the final exams. The first revision will be for vocabulary and comprehension for the texts included in your final. This class is vocabulary and comprehension revision. Next class is grammar revision, and the third class is phonics revision. Okay, for the final exam, two texts are going to be included: Moonwalk and The Case of Gasping Garbage. Regarding the third month assessment, the 20 marks will be for three parts. The first part is submitting homeworks and following up. So the students who are following up with me and who are always doing their assignments on time. Number two, the second part of the marks will go for the speaking video that I asked you to prepare. You check your weekly plan to know what is the topic. You need to do it and send it back to me. The due date is this Tuesday, 28th of April. I need to receive all the speaking videos by this Tuesday. The third part of the marks is going to go for listening test. I will upload it today. So directly when you see it uploaded on Edmodo, please do it, because this is going to be for your third month assessment. Okay, so third month assessment, your homeworks and following up, your speaking video that you are going to send to me, and the listening test you will find today on Edmodo, and you will do it. Okay? Regarding your final exam, the first part, as I told you, Moonwalk, The Case of Gasping Garbage, are the two texts included. So I will revise them with you really fast, so you can go through these videos when you study for your final exam. Okay, Moonwalk. First of all, the genre is science fiction. Science fiction, it is based on science. When we are talking about science, it almost gives us information about the future, life in the future. Some of the information are correct and some of them are not, but most of them are real and they are based on facts. But we could find some other information that are not correct, okay, or incorrect. So the first part, science fiction, is the genre. Okay, Moonwalk was talking about two main characters. They are two brothers, Jerry and Vern. They went into a moonwalk with their father. Their father left them alone, so they took it as a chance to go on a walk on the moon by themselves without their father. And there, when they went, they got into a lot of troubles because they didn't listen and they didn't apply the instructions that they had to do or to follow. So one of the boys got into troubles. His moon suit wasn't working anymore. He couldn't breathe. He hurt his knee. But luckily, at the end, the two boys could be able or were able to go back to their shelter where they were with their father. Okay. Vocabulary words you need to study: rel, runt, taunted, trudged, trench, summoning, loomed, staggered. So again, rel, runt, taunted, trudged, trench, summoning, loomed, staggered. Rel is a long, narrow valley on the moon. Runt is any animal or any person or any plant that is smaller than the usual size. Taunted, mocked or teased, when you just make fun of any other person in a way of teasing him or her. Trudged, when you walk slowly because you are losing power, you don't have that power. Trench is a ditch. Summoning means calling. Loomed appeared. Staggered became unsteady because of any reason, like because of the sun, you lose conscious because of any part of your body if it hurts, so you become unsteady, you don't walk in a steady way. Okay, the main characters are Vern and Jerry. Their father is also one of the characters, but he is not main character. The setting, they were on the moon. The theme or the main idea of the text, it talks about the kids and how they have to follow instructions given by adults. Why they have to follow the instructions? In order not to get into troubles. And this is what happened with the kids. They didn't follow instructions, so they got into trouble. So kids have to follow instructions, especially the ones given by adults, because they need to be safe and not to get into troubles. The problem part started when both of the kids didn't follow their father's instructions. They went into a walk in the moon by themselves and they got into troubles. Vern hurt his knee and his moon suit didn't work, so he couldn't breathe. The solution part was, luckily, when they after facing a lot of problems, they hardly went back to the shelter where they have to be with their father. Vern, not Jerry, could breathe again. I'll just fix it. Okay, so that's it for the first story. So let's just fix the name. It is Vern, who could breathe again. Okay, so this is regarding moonwalk. As for the booklet, what is included, it's the first page, which is page 3. You need to know the vocabs that I just said. Okay, the second part is comprehension. We already answered this before. Remember when we had the second month assessment, the genre, it is science fiction. Science fiction, it is based on science and it tells about the life in the future. Why could Jerry and Vern jump farther on the moon? Because there is no gravity on the moon, so they could jump farther. The main problem was it started when they when the battery of the moon suit was really weak and there was no air, so Vern couldn't breathe. When did the sun begin to rise? When night ended and sunlight was creeping on the floor. And what were stars compared to? In the story, they compared the stars. They said that the stars are like creepy eyes looking at them. They thought that the stars are creepy creatures or creepy eyes that are looking at them. So this is the comprehension and the vocabulary part included. You can find it on booklet number 2. On the second video, we will start a revision for the case of gas being garbage.